Shai, nice to meet you and welcome to Comunidade na TV.
Shalom, thank you. Shalom, everyone.
So tell first, what is the World Union for Progressive Judaism?
Well, the World Union for Progressive Judaism is really the umbrella body for global reform, liberal, progressive Jewry, which means we represent about almost 2 million reform, liberal, reconstructionist Jews in 49 countries around the world. We have communities in every single one of the continents. And really, everywhere you go around the world, you will find a reform community to make it your home or a part of your home. In North America, we are the largest stream of Judaism, the most influential body. We have major presence in every one of the major cities in the world. We have growing communities in the new emerging regions in Asia, throughout Australia. South Africa has been around for over 80 years. We started in Europe in 1926, and as a world body that represents the entire global reform Jewry. And that is really our role, to try and be a big, large Jewish family for everybody who's non-Orthodox and under our wings.
What is the purpose of the Congress Connections Rio 2015?
The conference that we do every 2 years gives you the opportunity to meet reform liberal Jews just like you from somewhere else around the world. And that is how you build connections. And connections lead to relationships. And relationships strengthen our family. So that's really what we're all about. And bringing everyone together from all over the world in one place is a very special piece of work that we do. It has a certain magic to it that you can't find anywhere else. Because when you have people who come from London and Australia and Israel, where our heart lies, and North America, and they'll come here and they'll meet the locals, the cariocas and others, it's a fantastic magic that is created together to build a relationship. And then, we really are part of a global family. So every 2 years we will have this conference. And in 2015, the conference comes here to Rio. Now, it's not an easy decision to choose where to go. And we alternate. It happens in Israel, and 2 years afterwards it happens somewhere else. And then it'll come back to Israel, and then it'll go somewhere else. And really, a city has to bid. Just like the Olympics, just like the World Cup, we had a bidding process for a location where we would have the next connections. And Rio won this process.
Do you have in mind now which subjects you are going to...
What our future would look like. What is the future of our movement? What is the future model for our communities? How do you engage with the lost generations of 20 to 35, the young adults who are busy building their lives? Do they want to engage with the communities? Do they want to build something else? How do you keep your youngsters involved and inspired? What kind of path do you want to show them as they grow in life and move on? These are topics that we will discuss and cover. And then there are issues that come up. There are politics, there are contentious issues, and then we pray together and you learn and you look at Jewish texts and how they're relevant to today. And we talk about Tikkun Olam and what Tikkun Olam projects happen here that we can look at and be a part of and take it back home with us. Share the Torah around if you want. That is part of the topics that we would use. We've had a range of speakers and keynotes in the past year on conferences, starting from well-known Israeli authors like Amos Oz and David Grossman, leading to leading politicians, the President of Israel, the Prime Minister, ministers and laborers. We've had the former Minister of Justice of Canada, Professor Owen Kotler, who spoke at our previous one. We've had prize laureates and inspiring speakers from near and far, and we always try to build a blend of people that it's worth it to come from the other side of the world to listen to, but also people who can just come next door and say, for me, listening to Sarah and Joe is just as important as listening to a keynote speaker. So we would like to make that blend, and then we would have smaller workshops and sessions where you can engage on a more intimate level, because we're bringing so many people who carry so many skill sets in different areas of passion and expertise. We would like to blend that together, and passion is a part of it, especially here in Rio.
Why did you choose Rio to be the host of the next event?
Well, I think it's a It's an easy answer, but also a beautiful part of the process in deciding where to go is because this is Rio. Now, yes, Rio is a beautiful city. Everyone knows that with the World Cup and with the Olympics, the world's attention is now turned to Rio. So it would make sense to try and do such a big event and bring the leaders of the Reform global movement to Rio to celebrate the beauty. But the honest answer is much bigger than that. I mean, look around you. Look at this place. We are in a sanctuary in Ari. The strength of the community here and the statement that this community makes and the ability of the leaders and the members of this community to inspire our global family are a huge plus and a huge draw. And for me, the main reason we're here is because Ari is a key part of the Latin American region, and because the Latin American region is a key part in the future of global reform Jewry. So to come here, you add the excitement of Rio and everything, it's a no-brainer. There's nothing better we could do than to bring hundreds of Jews here. Imagine Shabbat. We will be spending Shabbat in this community. And imagine having a Shabbat service here. This place, this sanctuary will be filled to the brim. And it will be a service that will include languages that I don't think have ever been heard here before. And it's just a special venue in a special community in a magical city. What could be better? And I would add that many, many, many years ago, the World Union sent the first rabbi to Latin America to serve the people of Latin America. He was sent here to Rio. And they established this World Union community of Ari so many, many, many years ago. And that diploma, that decree, still hangs on my office wall until today, because it reminds us of the job that we have to do every day in growing and developing and empowering our people. So coming here is a huge step in empowering the community, but more than that, for us as a family, it's a huge step in inspiring us around the world about the success story that emanates from this community to the rest of the region.
Where people can apply to attend the event?
Well, this being the modern ages, we will have a dedicated website to register and join the event. It will be called www.wupjconnections.org. It's easy and it's simple. But really, if you want to be a part of this, you can contact your community representative, you can contact Ari, you can contact, if you're seeing this in another place in Brazil, you can contact your community representative. They will put you in touch with us on our World Union website, which is www.wupj.org. There will be a wealth of information as well, and one will link to the other because after all, it is connections. And that will be the easiest way to register, pre-register, and then register for the actual conference. And for those who feel less comfortable in the digital media, it is easy. We will have forms, we will have people holding your hand. It's really all about wanting to get involved. And I quote President Shimon Peres, who, when asked, "What can I do for my people?" the answer is always, get involved. So I would invite you all to come and be a part of something that is magical, that is unique, that is inspiring, but more than anything else, will build your connection to the rest of our global Jewish family. So come on, come be a part of our celebration at Connections 2015 in Ari in Rio de Janeiro.